One of the things I often hear is people say, we ought to just pass a law. They want to solve an environmental problem by just passing a law. Well, this is a good idea, and there's a lot of times when laws help control public behavior. But it assumes that you know what the right answer is, and usually that means assumes you've studied enough to know what the optimal solution would be, and you just need to get people to behave in such a way so that they will stop doing some behavior or pay attention to something. And again, it only works if you have a simple problem where you already know the optimal solution and you just need to pass a law. Now, a good example of that in Oregon was the bottle bill. We had a problem with roadside litter, and one of the things we did was establish a set of regulations and laws that required people to pay a 5-cent tax if they didn't return their bottle. So that's 5 cents on every bottle. It was a really high tax if you're not able to return the bottle. And therefore, it got a lot of interest, and it cleaned up our roadways and decreased that sort of pollution from litter. But it doesn't always work. So even though we have the bottle bill, it doesn't get all the bottles that are bought returned. And here's a good example. Alongside the road, you often see clusters of beer bottles that have been discarded, and I think they're discarded by underage drinkers who are clever enough to get the beer in the first place, but certainly aren't going to leave the beer bottles in the trunk of their car to try to go cash them in for a deposit. So even though we have a very good mechanism, it's going to fail in some point. So you need to take that into account also when you try to pass some law just to solve the problem. It wouldn't have solved this problem at all.